Sudden upturns in luck, unexpected income opportunities, or maybe sudden windfall could be arriving if you navigate your 2026 with lots of awareness and mindfulness. People with the pig zodiac sign should leverage on the force of 2026 blazing fire if you wish to turn your fortunes for the good, or if you wish to propel your fortunes to the next level for those who are already on the upward spiral. What's there to wait when the pig sign could form a secret combination with the horse sign of 2026 and transform things into endless possibilities? Because in Bazi astrology, when rainwater combines with the ding fire, they transform into wood. And the other combo between the Jia wood and Ji earth could produce more earth element that could be the wealth star for some. Those who are well aware, money-making opportunities often arise for the prepared ones whenever these sort of transformations take place. In fact, you can ride this wave and turn your luck for the better if you are willing to put in some effort to influence and attract people's attention, either through your appearance, your fashion sense, your voice, or your valuable skills, because by doing so, you will be leveraging on the powers of the Sky Noble star. This is the star of magnetism that can bring in more attention. And when you can effectively magnetize people into seeing your value, you can also count on the auspiciousness of the Jade Horse star to reinforce your authority, prestige, credibility, and brilliance that leads to abundance of prosperity, including material wealth. Because the secret is within the old adage of Jin Yu Man Tang, which literally means the hall is filled with jade and gold. So, if you can remember that the horse sign of 2026 is the zodiac that carries the golden lock star, the zodiac of the pig is where the jade hall will be abundantly filled to the brim. But you may want to remain humble and low profile, as there will be plenty of jealous and prying eyes. Not only that, the pig zodiac clan may also benefit from the star named as the moon virtue, which serves as a karma softening star that helps to dissipate some potential damaging impact caused by the undesirable influences throughout the year. And if you are willing to magnify your virtues through charitable thoughts and actions, you are also awakening the multiple blessings from the moon virtue star that can be manifested in the norm of the precious nobleman star in 2026. This is one of the most auspicious stars in Chinese astrology because it can imply blessings in the form of divine protection, in mitigating potential damage, and where one could see the chance to turn crisis into opportunity through the support from mentors or strangers just when you need them the most. However, the greedy ones with this zodiac sign and those who likes to flaunt and excessively display their gains in 2026 should be very careful with the star of big financial losses known as the robbery Shah. By now, you should know well that excessive attention seeking always leads to attracting massive jealousies. Thus, if you do not want to derail your auspicious year, refrain from flexing in social medias and excessive celebrations, or you might have to deal with unnecessary mess that you could easily avoid in the first place. Moreover, the lesser consumer star also suggests that a number of people with this zodiac may have to deal with possible inadvertent financial losses. This could be stemmed from your own carelessness, ignorance, and perhaps your own arrogance for not considering the consequences of your earlier decisions. Thereafter, you also have the star of death charm to contend with in 2026. This is a star that implies the high likelihood of having to deal with various petty issues, especially vicious and jealous people who are trying to impede your progress and distract you from your priorities, which could lead you to constant emotional exhaustions, anxieties, and loss of money-making opportunities. Many of the solutions will become simpler if you are willing to understand the logic and the hints behind all these stars, because when you start to be more mindful, you are likely to see lesser repercussions if something has gone wrong, and that no one will want to cast a death talisman on you. In the meantime, I personally think that the Pig Zodiac carries many secret advantages in 2026, especially the Metal Pig pillar. This is due to the Bing Fire and Sin Metal's transformation that forms the Wealth Star in 2026, as well as the Hidden Duke Virtue Star that helps to mitigate many negativities throughout the year. Then again, apart from the magnificent stars of the Dragon Virtue and the Earth Relief, the Metal Pig pillar gets to see the valuable appearance of its personal Nobleman star. So if you were born during this stated period of time, you may also get to enjoy the star of excitement known as the Salty Pole star, which can arouse plenty of horny desires from people within your surroundings. That said, the bigger priorities are to refrain from being a show-off even when the circumstances allow you to shine like a diamond. Do not manipulate the situation by cutting corners just because you are too busy to fulfill all your pledges, because the effects from all your negative stars could be as bad as it can be. On the other hand, the Water Pig pillar are poised to enjoy unparalleled backing from people of higher status in their career, because the Heavenly Officer star brings recognition and growth to your rank and authority. But in spite of all the backings from the powerful auspicious stars of 2026, the water and fire element clash implies that many of the Water Pig people could be prone to over-promising and under-delivering as they chase every options that come their way. Don't be greedy. Choose a steady and a sustainable approach so that you can further benefit in 2027. As for your health outlook, the clash of elements implies the digestive, kidney-related areas, as well as your blood pressure could be your focal point, especially when there are existing signals in regards to your health. Just so you know, the Water Pig pillar consists of this specific year and month of birth. Next up is the outlook for the Earth Pig pillar. Put your attention here if you were born during this period of time, as per stated in this slide. Since the Earth Pig pillar will be meeting the stars of direct and indirect resource, plus the emergence of these auspiciously powerful stars shining above you, surely there will be no shortage of people lending their helpful support and resources when you have got all your plans properly drawn. But because of the extreme supportive fire element of 2026, which can turn a sensitive person to become manipulative, there's a big danger for the Earth Pig to start taking people for granted and become over-reliant in getting help, as well as unrealistically expecting endless support. In fact, the traits of self-centeredness within some Earth Pig natives may even manifest in the form of being over-controlling due to the fear of losing support. Essentially, your impatience will become obvious, your temper will be on full display, and that's the tendency of being vengeful when your unrealistic expectations are not fulfilled. The other consequence of having overly abundant fire and earth stars is the potential health risks that you may want to prioritize. Health-related issues such as the digestive system, diabetes, and kidneys for the alcoholics. Despite that, the subjects of the Fire Pig clan can bring their success to a higher level, that is if they can overcome their fear of gaining attention. Before we move on, the slide here shows the birth year and month under the Fire Pig pillar. To put into perspective, people with this pillar could look forward to many good prospects of coming across with like-minded people that is in line with their aspirations, because that's the structure of Rob Wealth meets Wealth Star in technical Bazi language. What it means is that you have to create more attention for yourself if wealth pursuit is your goal in 2026. The arrival of the prosperous Rob Wealth stars could boost your courage to be more persuasive in getting the right support towards your goal. However, like all the yins and yangs of life, the downside of having overwhelming Rob Wealth is that there will be plenty of superficial and envious influences trying to milk your success, and they will grow in numbers even until the end of 2027. Be honest to yourself and to the people who sincerely help you, as this will help you to discern the genuine among the fake. Meanwhile, Having the wood pick pillar in your birth chart means there is a new urge for you to deep dive and learn new knowledge in 2026. Whether if it's out of curiosity or interest, there is a likelihood that you'll finally take the elevating steps towards repositioning your priorities and self-worth due to the presence of intelligence star. Although stable career may still be the priority for most in this group, the correlation between your wood element and being fire does indicate a chance for some to attract attention and monetize knowledge or even just your looks, since the wood signifies attractive persona and the being fire represents social media platforms. Moreover, the arrival of the heavenly chef star also implies possible rewards for those who are willing to express themselves. Conversely, people in this group should be alert while you attract more followings because of the Yi wood is the representation of the salty pool star, and that's the implication of coming across undesirable advances from other people. At the same time, be on the lookout if you have an existing health issue relating to headaches or fluctuating blood pressure, as well as digestive, neck, and liver-related issues. Surely, you won't want this excessive fire of 2026 to turn them to be a chronic illness. Just to be sure if the wood pick pillar correlates to your birth year or the birth month, check this slide out to see.